I'm Deep Mahaman and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Okay, anyway, thanks very much for your comments. We'll wrap that part up there. We're going to move on now. Liverpool versus Reading. Not in that order. It's actually Reading versus Liverpool because we're away. You see, this is the level of attention to detail we pay on this show. If you just join us,
ink, but you know,
our fuchsia agenda sheets. Anyway, if you just joined us on YouTube, welcome to the Maggie Thatcher party. It's a little bit more subdued than you might have expected.
Where's the party hats and the blows?
I know, yeah. I want to make sure until there's a cremation, you just can't be sure they're going to come back. Like
it's like a bad guy in a horror film.
Yeah, I've seen.
Keep coming back, like the Undertaker's just going to keep getting.
I've seen Scream. You know what I mean?
Someone said they were going to cremate her, but they were going to then compress their ashes into a piece of coal. Wouldn't that be really?
Oh, define. I really like it. Yeah, no, I would be astonished. Anyway, football and not politics. Chris, Reading, is this the one last chance we have to keep the season going? Don't be crazy. Keep it cool.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
We've got to get. We need to beat them. They're shit, and we need to win.
They're down, aren't they? As good as
they've got nothing to play
I saw
for.
Southampton play them at the weekend on the telly, and Southampton just walked all over them.
Yeah, Southampton walked all over us.
Reading were just rubbish.
Yeah, I mean,
Reading were at home. At least we were away.
Yeah, no, I mean there is an issue, isn't there, Mike? That everyone's for the last 3 or 4 weeks, everyone's going, season's over. Season's over. It's not over until it's mathematically, for me, until we're mathematically cast set in stone in 7th position, or God forbid any lower. I don't think the season's over. You know what I mean? So I think we need to win, and we need to just win as many games as we can between now and the end of the season, and hope everyone else above us fucks up.
Yeah, because the teams above us keep dropping points, so they keep keeping us in it.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, even after this game we got Chelsea at home, even if we did lose to Reading and the Doom Merchants come out on the season's over, you still got Chelsea at home, which you're playing for pride against that, and you've still got the derby. So it's not over in terms of that. It's you've got 2 big games coming up there that you've got to get your players back up for.
Yeah.
But we've got to keep some kind of momentum.
There's still getting ourselves above Everton. Yeah. It's still possible. I think that's another reason why people were annoyed after the West Ham game. Yeah. That it was another opportunity, to get closer to Everton. And,
I think it looked really bad, didn't it? Because there was a point where it was 0-0 and Spurs were 1 up, and it was like, here we go. This is the chance, which, and then again we do it again, we're looking up the table and rubbing our hands, and then it all just goes.
I've stopped doing that.
I know, no, you haven't, because we did it last week. Now you stop doing it this week. We're drawing the line in the sand.
But I understand the view that we're not challenging for anything, and therefore it does feel a bit like an anticlimax this season. But we knew it would be difficult this season. It's a transition, and we had a terrible fixture list to begin with, so it wasn't.
As Chris pointed out last week, since October our form's been top 4 form.
Yeah.
So
definitely. Okay. Trivia question this week. Reading Football Club was founded in 1872. Liverpool, of course, in 1892. Over that period, presumably from then till now, Dave. Yeah. How many times have the 2 teams met in competition? In all competitions? In all competitions. I got the nod. It says in all competitions. How many times have Liverpool and Reading played in competitive matches?
Are you going to give the answer this time?
Well, I did technically give it last week, although we did have to basically film the answer an hour later than the actual show itself. Okay then. Yeah, answer at the end of this segment. Interesting point raised on the Anfield Wrap this week, because there's going to come a point in the season where we've got nothing to play for, basically, or it'll go down to the wire. And we've not been rotating, Chris, and there's players like Glenn Johnson's out of form. You've got Andre Wisdom there, who should by all means come in. Is a point was raised on the Anfield Wrap? Is Brendan Rodgers just simply trying to get us to beat last season's points total, so that he can at least say, there you go, there's an improvement on last season, to at least get that monkey off his back, and then maybe he can afford to be a bit more light-hearted with his team selections?
Well, do you know what? If he's doing that, I think it's bloody clever.
Yeah.
And I really do think that's the way that I'd do it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I need to put a line in the sand. I betted last season, right? come out me and prove that you can't. I betted last season and I will better next season.
Yeah.
And that's the way it's got to be, and I think that's very, very smart.
Well, that's what the owner said, wasn't it? It was year zero, line in the sand. I know we keep saying that, the same.
There are many sandy lines.
Lots of lines in the sand. But
lots of crosses has been played.
But they said we wanted an improvement this season on last season. So if he finishes higher, which it looks like we will finish 7th at worst, I get a higher points total. He scored more goals. He's ticking boxes, isn't he? To go, right, I've done what I said you wanted me to do in year 1. Now it's your turn to come and get me what I need.
Regardless of whether that's his game plan or not, he'd be daft not to try and win every game from now to the end of the season. To do that, you put your best team in.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't like that experimenting with kids thing at the end of the season, even if you've got nothing to play for, because there's a chance you can still get beat.
Yeah, but we've done it. We've done our experimentation. We had 6 months of it.
It was called the first half of the season.
It was called our squad. You know what I mean? So there's not like, I mean, I used to always look forward to that, like getting the last 2 games at left back when he was a kid, and you always thought maybe like Pacheco would come through. There's no one really. I mean, there's no one.
We've seen them all, haven't we?
I'm not desperate to see anyone in that under 21 side in. There's a couple. I wouldn't mind seeing like Ryan McLaughlin get a game, because if Johnson's not playing well, I think he's a good shout for right back. But it's not. There are no gems in that side that we haven't already.
The only one I think you'll see is if Martin Kelly comes back before the end of the season, he'll come back in and start playing.
Maybe. I think the word on the grapevine was, I think the word from the club was that they seem to have said, although he will be back and available before the end of the season, let's just not bother, because we may as well just keep him fit. Yeah. And what I liked about that, it's a subject for another day because we're fast running out of time. They said, I wish I knew the exact quote. It's like Martin Kelly's going to be. They said he's going to be faster and stronger and everything when he comes back. Like, well, we have the technology. But they always used to say, Michael Owen always used to say that. I'm coming back faster. All right, mate. You've got a better car.
I've got a new horse.
So don't believe
the kids things. I really dislike it when we leave our main players on the bench and we bring them on when we're in the shit. Why couldn't you just have one? You get 7 subs. Why couldn't you just have one youngster on your bench? And if you're 2-3-0 up, third game of the season, just bring one of them on.
The idea,
because if we only had one youngster on our bench, we'd have Brad Jones and a youngster.
No, yeah. You know what I mean? Bring one of them on when you're sort of too.
If you wanted McLaughlin, for instance, I think he's played so well for the under 21s and younger that it would be a good reward for him to just sit on the bench.
Yeah.
You know, probably not get on the game, but just to be part of it. You know.
Definitely. I mean, Ibby got on there, or Ibby. One day I'm gonna meet him. I'm gonna ask him how you say his name.
Ibby, they say on the telly.
Yeah.
Ibby. Well, he's called Ibby. Cody was showing Ibby at him all game last night, like, which I know is no great indication given the Scouse pronunciation, like. Speech is my say, you know. I've not been impressed with him at all. Like, I don't like his commitment or his work rate. Whereas McLaughlin, I think he definitely deserves a chance on the bench. Anyway, quick Dangerman focus. Adam Fondre started 11 games. Interestingly, as anyone who followed Reading at all, 18 sub appearances, scored 10 goals, 1 assist, created 9 chances. Got a shooting accuracy of 47%, chance conversion 22, and clear cut of 45%. Super sub.
He is their super sub, that's how they use him. They don't start him very often.
Yeah, so let's look out for him in the last 10-15 minutes.
We should start that fella that Fulham used to have that I can't pronounce his
Pogba.
Yeah, him.
I had to type Chesney so many times last night. That's not easy to do. Chesney, honestly, anyone has
S-Z-E-C-H.
Yeah, probably wrong. It's got lots of C's and Z's in there. Dave's face, if you can see it, is a picture.
And a lacking in vowels like Skirtle.
It's just fucking crazy. Like, you know, it should be good in Scrabble, but I'm told it's not. Quick look at the form then. Reading are bottom of the form table, having lost their last 6 games.
And they bottom of the league as well.
Their last 6 home games is slightly better even for them. Win, draw, win, but loss. Our away form is not amazing, despite the fact that we're third. We went up to third in the form table after drawing the game. Whoop, whoop, whoop indeed, Mr. Pager. Our last away games, loss, draw, win, loss, win. So, you know, we're not great away from home, but they're awful in general. So fingers crossed. This week, let's not go too bold. Quickly then, Chris, how do you expect us to line up? Does Sturridge come?
Darling was ill, wasn't he? He wasn't.
So he should be fine.
I think pretty much the same side, but I think Sturridge will have to play through the centre.
So
who's getting left out then?
Who's out? Henderson or Coutinho in that case, or Downing?
Downing ill.
If they get Downing on the Imodium,
he's still got a case of the green apples platters. Yeah. He's staying at home. Like,
the same team for me, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Same team. Really? Okay. Excellent. Let us know your team lineups in the comment section if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching it on the subscriber show, tweet us at the Redmen TV. Okay, then score predictions, please. Mike, I'm going to start with you. We do this every week, Mike. Come on.
I'm thinking
1-0, Les Rouges.
Thrilling entertainment though it is. Mike's ponderous face.
3-1.
3-1 to us.
Well, I'm not going to say we're going to lose.
Not Christian.
Death.
I'm going to say 2-0, but it could be a lot more.
Excellent. And so, what did you say, Chris?
1-0.
1-0. Let's go 5.
Why not?
Why not? Why the fuck that? Matters not. Anyway, give us your score predictions again in the comment section, or tweet us at the Redmen TV. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this, I think, slightly truncated edition because we ran badly over talking about the scintillating action of it. I know. Of the nil trivia answer, I know. This is the next nil at West Ham. If you want to watch some of that and part 2 where we answer some of your questions and talk a little bit about Maggie Thatcher, because why not? It's on the redmentv.com, free for a month. Check it out. Do that. Got to say before we go, my baby boys won today as we film, which is amazing. Great to see that I've managed to survive.
And you can thank him for missing his own boy's birthday party.
Yeah, there you go. Dedications to
see what you people have done to him.
I'm a shell of a man.
Yeah.
I'm in the doghouse. Big time.
Granddad's not there either, remember?
So please do subscribe. That'll maybe soften the blow a little bit. Before we go, the trivia answer: Liverpool and Reading have faced each other just 9 times in that whole long period. The first meeting was in 2006, League Cup 3rd round. So there you go. I know, yeah.
2006.
There you go. And before we go, one last
time. It must have been shit for a long time.
And they could well go back that way, unless they turn in on at the weekend. Let's hope they don't. Before we go, check out the Rezzies review. The second show, we played Arsenal reserves under 21s at Anfield on Monday. It was a hell of a game. I was there with Harry Hugo from the Bib Theorist. We talked a little bit about the match. Check that out as well. Yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us on part 1. If you're watching on YouTube, see you later. If you're watching the subscriber show, we'll see you in part 2. Ta-ra.